Scott, it goes without saying you're a very happy TNS manager this evening.
Yeah, it's nice to be in another cup final and the Welsh Cup final this time. And last season was excellent, and you couldn't really ask for more after your first season in charge. And the turnaround over the last few months has been excellent. That you can just see the lads going onto the pitch. There's an excitement about their play. There's not a what would you call it? An arrogance. There's a confidence, and that's exactly what you're seeing in training. Lads are enjoying training. We're trying to get the tempo up. We're trying to, make sure that everyone's at full tilt and not any bystanders. And you can see by the way they're playing tonight, they're full of confidence, and they're just taking the game by the scruff of the neck and making sure that they dominate games. And that's exactly what we're doing.
Before we talk about the game itself, you did shuffle the pack, the starting lineup. 1 or 2 changes there. Yeah,
Greg came in because he did excellent in the last round. I just felt that he deserved to start tonight in the Welsh Cup, so that was the first one. And then obviously left Jack out, who's been absolutely fantastic since he's come to the football club. Having said that, if you look at the boys who are not even involved on the bench, you've got your Billy, Josh, you've got other boys there that are out on loan and whatever, here supporting the team. It's just it's a fantastic squad we've got, and it's a headache, but I prefer a headache of 22 fit players and keeping them out than scratching around saying who's going to make the bench and whatever. It's survival of the fittest, I'm afraid, and that's what football's all about, and making sure that you make the right decisions and you pick the right teams to win the matches.
It was a dominating performance from the New Saints in the first half, but nevertheless still goalless at the break.
Yeah, it was goalless, but I just said, look, if you continue that vein of form and that movement and the high tempo that you're passing the ball about, you'll just keep, turn the screw, you'll be fitter than them. We knew that coming out second half, that we started well and we started with intent. They always had that counter attack, and they've hit the post there with a great effort. 1-0 I think that was, and luck was on our side there, but they've got that in them. They've got that. They made the changes. They only troubled us really on the counter. They didn't dominate possession. We were fantastic, 75-80% possession, and I think thoroughly deserved the win overall.
And one of the changes that you talked about earlier, Greg Draper, he opened the scoring.
Yeah, a couple of lads were saying it's come off Aaron Edwards and whatever, but if it's come off him, I think he was in offside position. That's why I had a little wry smile there when the camera did come on to me, because if it is offside, then so be it. It's offside. Can't do anything about that. We've had too many decisions gone against us this season, so we're due a bit of luck.
And Jamie Mullen wrapped it up for the New Saints, 2-0.
Yeah, Jay at the end there was fantastic. Should have scored a couple of minutes earlier, but eventually scored again, and he's just continued his form. And what's he got now? He's in double figures and flying again.
It's a semi-final. It's all about reaching the final, which TNS has done, of course. But nevertheless, the clean sheet must also be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, clean sheet again. If you look at our back four, fantastic. Back five, don't exclude the keeper because he's excellent. And if you look at the back four we've had tonight, Danny, Kane, Blaine, Mazza, all very good footballers, and that's why they've been chosen to start tonight. And if you look in midfield, Tom Holland coming back in after being disappointed last Friday, broke up play and was first class like we know he is. So everybody deserves a big pat on the back tonight, because from 1 to 11, obviously the old numbers, but were excellent. Work ethic and the way they moved the ball was first class.
And finally, it's back on the road on Wednesday at Maes Tegid against Ballatown. Another massive game for TNS.
Yes, it's our game in hand, isn't it? So we're making sure that we get that, continue the dominating form that we've had. We talk about momentum all the time, and when everyone's happy, when everyone's flying, it's a good game to go into. If we'd have got beat tonight, we'd have been a bit flat, a bit disappointed, and you'd have had to pick yourselves up for Wednesday. But we haven't got to do that. We've got to make sure that we take last Friday into Wednesday night, because that's the next important game.
Scott, as always, thank you for your time, and of course congratulations on the victory this evening.
Thanks, Rob.